Thank you and good afternoon. This is Sam Vaughn for Sam's Sports Report. Today's date is Friday, May 27, 2026. Baseball has started underway, and tonight the Royals get underway against the Braves. And 7:15, 6:15 Central, Cole Reagans will get the tab for the Royals, and Chris Sale will get the mound for the Braves. And leading off for the Royals, Miguel Garcia batting second and playing shortstop. Bobby Witt Jr., an interesting move to me. Lane Thomas will hit third. Salvador Perez will hit fourth. Vinny Pasquantino will hit fifth. Starling Marte will hit sixth. Jonathan India will hit seventh and play second base. Isaiah Collins will bat eighth and play left field. And Carter Jensen playing DH. Something I'm looking forward to is for the Royals to get a guy that can hit third and be more productive, and maybe I would switch Miguel Garcia and Lane Thomas, but I guess that's why I'm not managing. I still think Vinny could bat third. I don't know. There's some kinks to work out maybe for them to be an 86 win team where I predicted them, but I still think they'll be pretty good. And yeah. Again, Cole Reagans will go for the Royals. Chris Sale will take the mound for the Braves. 7:15. The Cubs and Nationals got underway. Cubs lost 10-4. They don't play till tomorrow. For the Cubs, it will be Code Horton on the mound for the Cubs, and Miles Velasquez will go for the Nationals. In Thursday's game, the Cardinals come back from down 7-1, but score 6 in the seventh, but score 8 in the bottom of the sixth inning as they 8 runs in and come all the way back and win 9-7. Quite a start for the Cardinals as they have a 2-home run game by Alex Burleson to knock it in. 9-7 was the score. Here's that play before we
opening day. And here's the man who got it started, Alec Burleson.
The ball has been in play. A lot of movement today.
Victor 90 feet away with 2 strikes and 2 outs. Swing and a drive. Ball to right. Burley admires that one. She is long gone. Is it too early to say, holy cow?
I think it is right on time. The Cardinals strike again. Do so with 2 strikes. You excited, Cardinal Nation? This team is playing with some excitement. Wow.
So he's gotten ahead. A ball, 2 strikes. He got him. There's your ball game.
And now we'll start with basketball. We'll start with the women. Just change it up a little bit. Women today, Notre Dame beat Vanderbilt 67-64. And Notre Dame is headed to the Elite Eight. And North Carolina trailing early to getting into the end of the first half, 24-20. UConn will update that score as it gets to half. In the women's game at 7:30, it'll be Minnesota and UCLA. UCLA is 33-1 and 1 in the country. Minnesota is 24-8 and a 4 seed. Duke and LSU, number 3 seeded Duke and number 2 seeded LSU, round up the 10 o'clock game to see who goes to the Elite Eight in that bracket. That is the women's side. No games were played last night for the women. Let's look at the men's games that get underway tonight, and then we'll go backwards to the games last night. Duke, number 1 seeded Duke, will play St. John's, number 5 seeded, at 7:10 on CBS. Players to watch out for in that one. For St. John's, Zerby Iguafor. Bryce Hopkins, also a player to watch out for. He hit 6 threes against KU. Dylan Mitchell, also a player to watch out for St. John's. Players to watch out for Duke, Cameron Boozer. Dad was Carlos Boozer. Kyle Flipwicks, 60, averages 17 to 18, gets 8 to 9 boards, can touch the forward score. This game tips off at 7:10. Duke is favored by 6.5. Michigan and Alabama. Players to watch out for Alabama, LeBron Philippin Jr. And for Michigan, Yaxel Lindenberg. Terrence Williams is also a player to watch out for. Michigan's favored by about 8.5 to 9.5 points. Tip is at 7:35. University of UConn will play Michigan State. Players to watch out for: Terrace Reed Jr. 9:45, Michigan and UConn. UConn is favored by about 1.5, so expect a very close game. 1-2 is the line. Tip is at 9:45. And Iowa State will play Tennessee to finish it off. Milan Mikovic is a player to watch out for Iowa State. Oh, Josh Jeffers is injured. That hurts them. That's their second best player. Iowa State's third best player is Tannen Lipsey. He averages about 13 a game. One of the best Big 12 defenders. And Tennessee favored by about 4.5 with the injury. So 10-10 is a tip-off. If I said 7-10, like for the St. John's and Duke game, that one tips at 6:10 Central. That's an example going an hour back. Illinois, 6 outing for Illinois fans, win 63-55. For Illinois, David McCormick knocked in 14. And Keaton Wagler, for the kid from Kansas City, got 12 and rebounds and scored 13 for the win over Houston, 65-55. Houston will play those Iowa Hawkeyes, who win 77-71 against Nebraska. That was the final. Iowa wins over Nebraska 77-71. And Purdue beats Texas on a last-second tip-in, 79-77. Here's that play of the tip-in of the Purdue-Texas game. Tomorrow's basketball games, we'll talk about it on Same On Sports.
Down to 6, down to 5. Smith shaking, bacon. Smith puts it up. No, the foul. It's good. With 0.7 left. Trey Kaufman-Renn has given Purdue the lead. A chance at the last shot. It's in. No good. Purdue advances. The Boilermakers survive. Trey Kaufman-Renn wins it.
The challenge of not having the big in the lineup, yes, you can guard on the perimeter, but you're susceptible to what? Another offensive rebound, because you can't get Trey Kaufman-Renn and that big body rooted out enough to impact the tip. And you talking about a big-time play, seal that big body right in front of the rim. It comes off. You're able to push Swain underneath. My goodness. Everything we asked for in the game right now.
The Boilermakers endured heartache at the Sweet 16 last year on the last second shot by the Houston Cougars. They turned the tables this year. And Trey Kaufman-Renn, Sellersburg, Indiana native.